What's up, y'all? It's your girl Karina. New look, new season, new year approaching us. And so I wanted to come to you today to talk to you on a goddess talk level about jealousy, about dealing with the feelings of jealousy, and what I've come to understand about it when it comes to goddesshood. Um, and really reflecting on it because it's been a problem for me for a very long time. So this video is for anyone who has dealt with jealousy, is on a spiritual path, on the spiritual journey of connecting mind, body, and spirit, and being able to understand what is actually happening to you physically. And I'm going to break this down to you, not scientifically, but on another level, on energetic, feminine levels. Okay. Um, insecurity. When we say that word insecurity, the connection of it is that there is a link that is broken. There is an uncertainty. There is a weakness that is revealed, a flaw that is being triggered. Um, and for a long time, I have suffered from insecurity, not being able to figure out how to heal myself from it. Typically, insecurities come from traumatic experiences that we have had, no matter the weight of how traumatic it was. We all experience these things, and depending on the level of trauma, is always about just how to have closure, how to have healing, how to walk forward from whatever experience that you had. Quite often, when you don't have security and you don't have closure to something that has, you know, hurt you, pained you, especially as a child, you develop an insecurity because you don't have a strong link as to how to understand, comprehend, and deal with the situation. I think a lot of people understand what I'm saying about that. So when we look at jealousy, jealousy is a trigger that is coming from an insecurity, a weak link, emotionally, physically, and mentally, that never had any closure. And what I have found is that, you guys, I like to do etymology on my channel, okay? Etymology is a study of the root of the word or the origin of the word, but it's also the phonics, like how you say it. And I've been learning from a teacher. Her name is Kamisha McDowell. And when you say the word jealousy, what within that word is the term gel and the word us. So it's gel us, as in GEL, like gel, like glue us together. Okay. So what is happening is that when you are experiencing jealousy, what you're experiencing is a form of separation, a separation between you and another person, more than likely, in which you feel that they have something that you want or that you don't have, right? You feel that they have um, something that you cannot achieve, that something that you cannot get. Um, and so this creates a deep insecurity or triggers a deep insecurity, if anything. It doesn't create it, but it reveals a deep insecurity. So, of course, the first step is to look at the origins of that which is triggering you. What is the moment that you can remember where you felt a similar feeling? You can also pay attention to your body when you are triggered, like when you're dealing with a jealous moment or an insecure moment. Pay attention to your body. What you will notice is that wherever it is happening in your body, the chakra energy of that is probably out of balance. The other thing is that it signifies what ailments could be occurring to you or happening for you that is clearly related to the same thing. Okay. Now, I'm not a doctor, but this is my experience because I suffered from asthma for my entire life. And the experience that I had that triggered deep trauma and didn't have closure actually had a lot of effect over my breath. And when I'm experiencing an insecure moment or a triggered moment of jealousy, I very much so feel like a loss of breath or extreme sensations around my lungs and chest, which has, after experiencing it over and over and over again, it's clear to me that the physical manifestation of the asthma is actually stemming from this place of where I hold fear and insecurity, which for me is in the lungs. Okay. So I think that it can be different for everyone, but there are certain spaces of the body that might typically hold it more often than not, right? So, for instance, your heart center, your chest center is one space, your stomach center, that could also be a typical popular space where you hold the insecurity. Insecurity feels very, very different when it is healing and when it is going through that process of finding its wholeness. Because when you're going through the process of finding a wholeness, that sensation that you have somewhere in your body, it's not there. And what actually ends up happening is that the whole body, down from the root chakra, down from the sex muscles, actually regenerates, coming up through the body, up into all of the chakras, all the way through into the head or the mind space or the third eye. Okay. It can also trickle from down, from top to down. But for me, as a feminine, as a person who is connecting to her femininity, to her sexuality, actually working from the root chakra has been one of the most powerful things. I think it's also because I work already from a mental space. So, working from the root chakra allows me to connect the body first, letting the body inform the mind. And so when this occurred for me, and it has happened more recently, that I've experienced it and been able to integrate mind and body, eliminating the stress sensations around my chest, I've discovered that jealousy actually is this idea of separation. And the moment that I stopped thinking that I was different than the person that I'm currently jealous of, or the being, or the entity, or the situation, um, everything actually shifts for me in being able to tackle it from this place of longing, wanting, lusting for that situation, for that outcome. So, jealous is really wanting to gel with that which you are feeling a certain way about, um, which brings a full mentality that if you operate from this space of not seeing yourself as separate, then quite often you will begin to eliminate jealousy, or at least begin to have a thorough process of healing of the body. Because from the mindset that you are everything and that everything is you, then there's no longer this idea that you can't have it or that you can't achieve it. There's no longer this idea that you are not it, that which you think you are not, or whatever it is that you think that you're missing, you are not it. You can even say that because I am everything, and because I am this person that I am manifesting outside of me, which is reflecting back to me my own insecurity and jealousy, that if I am them, then I already have it, right? If I am seeing myself as this celebrity, if I want fame, if I'm seeing myself as this person who has this dope car that I always wanted, if I see myself as that person, then I begin the process of integrating myself, which mentally integrates to the physical body and manifests what you truly want. So that is jealousy